All right, so now we're going to get into cards, which are a brand new feature of Bootstrap 4, and some things have changed since Bootstrap 4 Alpha 6, such as the card block class is now card body. So little things like that have kind of created some breaking changes from Alpha 6 to Beta, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna go over all that. Now, the first type of card we're going to create is the most simple, which is going to be just like a well. If you remember from Bootstrap 3, a well was just some content with some padding around it with a border around it. So for this, we're going to have a div with the class of card. Okay, and then we're going to have another div inside of it with the class of card body. Okay, with Bootstrap Alpha 6, it was card block. You don't want to use that anymore. If you use that, you'll see that the padding's gone and it just doesn't look right. So you want to just go ahead and use body now. And then that looks how it's supposed to. All right, so if we want to add some more content into our card, we could do that. What I'm going to do is just, again, add a class of card. And we have our card body. And we have an H4 in here. And there's also a class called card title, and we even have a card subtitle class if we want to do that. And these things are not required, it's just if you want to use them you can. So this is going to be subtitle. And then for the paragraph of the card, oops, I just changed the speed of my mouse. There we go. Alright, so paragraph is going to be class card dash text. Alright, and then for the button here, let's just give that a regular button class of btn, and we'll do btn dash outline dash primary. Alright, so now we have a card with a title, a subtitle, text, and a button. Now we can also use cards with images. So this image here is just coming from Lorem Pixel, which is, it just generates images. So this is going to be a 300 by 300 in the sports category. Now I've created a width right here because I don't want it to go all the way across. I mean, I guess we could if I remove this. It would just go all the way across, but the image is 300 by 300, so I'm just going to keep that there. Now we're going to give this a class of card, just like we have been. And then for the image, that's going to have its own class, and that's going to be card-img-top. Okay, and then under that we have a div, and that's going to be the card body. Okay, and then we'll have our card title. And then we'll have our card text. And then we'll have a button. Oops, I need a class first. So we'll say class btn. Let's do btn success. We'll make it green, and then let's make it a block level with btn block. Save that. And now we have something like this. So we have the image embedded into the card. Now we can also have headers for our cards. So again, let's give this a class of card. This one here is going to have a class of card header. This one is going to have a class of, you guessed it, card body. Then we have our title. Then we have our text. Pretty repetitive, but hopefully this kind of drills it through you guys' heads. So for the button, let's do btn danger. Alright, we'll save that. And now we have a card with a heading. Okay, now we can also do footers. What I'm going to do is copy what we just did here with the header. And let's paste that in here, and let's go right under the card body, and we'll put a div with the class of card footer, and let's also make it text muted. So we'll make the text lighter. And then we'll just say 2 days ago. So it'll be like a blog post that was 2 days ago. Save it, and now we have our footer. We can also center these. So if we want, we can go up to the card where we have the card class, and we can say text center, save it, and now it's in the center. All right, so what about cards with navigation? We can do that as well. So let's see, we'll grab the one with the header. And let's put that, actually, you know what? We'll just start from scratch right here. So class card. I don't want to be too confusing. And then it's going to have the card header. All right, and then the UL here is going to have a class of nav. Okay, remember the nav class. And then we're going to do nav tabs. And we're going to say card header tabs. So you can see there's a lot of different classes that have to do with cards. And then just like the nav bars, we're going to have a class of nav item. And we're going to have an A tag class of nav link. All right, so we'll just let's grab that. Class nav link. All right. So the first one here, I want active. So this nav link will also have a class of active. And then down here, we just have our card body. We have our card title. Text. Yexi. Text, and then let's do a button. We'll say class equals BTN primary. Okay, so now we have a little navigation. Now it's not going to work. We don't have any JavaScript or anything, but it just gives you that look. You can apply JavaScript to it later on if you want. Now for image overlays, basically we want the text over the image. So we're going to give this div right here a class of card, and also let's do a BG dark. Okay, BG dark, and let's do text white. And then for the image, we're also going to give that a class. That's going to have a class of card-image, or IMG. And then this div right here will have a class of card image overlay, or IMG overlay. Okay, and then we can proceed to do our title, our text, and let's see, let's do another class card text. And then for the small, let's do a class of text muted, which will make it lighter. And we'll save. And now we have this image with the overlay. Now we can also do background colors. So down here we have a div. Let's give it a class of card, and let's give it a text white so that the text is white. And we'll do BG primary. And I'm going to do margin bottom 3. Okay, and then for the header, let's give this a class of card header. And then we have our body. Title. Text. And let's save that. Okay, so that gives us this nice primary card. Now, instead of just going from scratch with all these, I'm just going to copy this, what we just did, and we'll replace these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So under the first, we have the primary for the first one. Then let's do the secondary. So BG secondary, and we'll save. Okay, so that gives it a gray background. Let's do BG success. Then we'll do info, warning, and danger. Okay, so now we have all the different colors here. We also have light and dark. Let me actually put those in as well. So 2 more. And then this one will be light, BG dark. Now for the BG light, let's see what that looks like. So I don't want the text like that. Let's do text dark. And there we go. All right, so those are all the different color classes. Now we can also do the same with the outline. So what I'm going to do is copy everything we just put in, all those colors. So just copy that and then go down to the card outline, and I'm just going to replace these. And then let's go up to the top, and instead we're going to change, for the card outline, we're going to change BG primary to border primary. Let's see if that works. So border primary, but we want the text. Actually, we can just get rid of that. And there we go. All right, so we'll just do right here, we'll say border secondary. And we'll get rid of text white. This one will be border. Actually, why do I have 2 primaries? Yeah, let me get rid of one of those primaries. So secondary. All right, so secondary, then we'll do success. So this will be border success. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so we have primary, secondary, success. This one here we'll do border info. Then we'll do border warning. Border danger, border light, and border dark. All right, so then we have all the different border classes. So now we also have card groups where we can group cards together. So this top div here is going to have a class of card group. And then this div here will actually be a card itself. Card. Then we'll do card body. Card title. Card text. And then what I'll do is just copy this, the whole card div, and just replace these 2 with 2 of those and save. Okay, so what it does is it puts them all together like this horizontally without having to use the grid system or anything like that. Now we can also do a deck. So I'm going to copy the whole card group we just did. And then we're going to go and replace what's here for the card deck. And we're just going to change it from card group to card deck and save. And a deck is basically, it's not going to have them connected, it's just going to have some space in between. All right, now card columns is where you can just mix and match all different kinds of cards. Now I have just a bunch of HTML here. Instead of going through and adding all of the different classes, I'm going to just paste this in and show you what it looks like. 1 second. Okay, let's see. All right, so I'm going to go card columns. I'm going to grab it from here all the way down to this div right here and paste it in. And basically we start at the top, we have a class of card columns, and then we just have different cards formatted as different ways. This one has an image, it has a card body with a title and text. This one actually has a block quote in it. This one has another image, okay, another block quote. So you can just do different types of cards and bundle them together. You see, you get an effect like this. Okay, so you've probably seen some newer blog sites with layouts like this. So that's going to be it for cards, guys. We're going to be using these quite a bit through our projects, and that's it. I will see you in the next video, in which we are going to talk about media objects.